So after completing Ghat number 2, that is Assi Ghat, that's the whole Assi Ghat complex right in front of us. There are 3 other ghats which are listed over here. So one is the Ganga Ghat, Ganga Mahal Ghat, Riva Ghat and Tulsi Ghat. The 6th Ghat is Bhadauni Ghat. Now Bhadauni Ghat is, let me just show you. Yeah, so there in front of you, the last tower which you see, the red tower, that is Bhadauni Ghat. That's the water supply tower, and that earlier was part of the Assi Ghat complex, but later on these ghats were divided into smaller ghats, and so you have got Ganga Mahal Ghat, after that is Riva Ghat, and then there is Tulsi Ghat. So normally you could just walk across, that's the path right in front of us, this is part of the ghat walk, but since it is now flooded and there is no possible way of going ahead straight, these next 3 ghats we will have to go from some other way. But this other way is going to be interesting because it will take us behind these ghats in the by lanes, and that is a part of an interesting walk. So our walk begins from this point. This is Assi Ghat, and our walk begins from here, and then from here we go on to the rear portion of Assi Ghat, and from there we start traveling in the by lanes, and there is going to be something interesting coming up. Okay, it is around 5 o'clock. Assi Ghat is getting ready for the Aarti. So this is how they get ready, and these are the platforms where the Pandits or the people who do the Ganga Aarti stand. The Ganga Aarti process begins with people sitting over here on the staircase at around 6, that is in October, that's the time of sunset. But they keep on piling up over here till the time they reach, it reaches around 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is the time approximately when the Aarti actually starts. So that's the Mahadev Mandir at Assi Ghat. That's one last look over here. And now let's move inside. Okay, so in the historic records, this is one of the place of attraction. This is the Assi Sangameshwar temple. It is one of the attraction of this temple, and this temple is in the by lanes, which is what I was referring to. See, Kedareshwar Khand, sorry, not Khand. I'll write about this in the blog. And this is the ancient temple, okay, but it is not on the ghats. Okay, maybe at some point of time they would have been a little distance away. So from here we came out from this lane, and then see, we are leaving the temple behind us at this part, and then we start walking in these small lanes. So as you can see, this is the walk which we had done last time. I had done last time, but I had not recorded it. But I found this to be interesting. You know, narrow lanes, old houses. And some of these houses are really, really very old. An old door. And this is the pathway which also took us to the Rani Jhansi Memorial. So behind this Assi Ghat complex up to Bhadauni, this is the attraction what you're going to get.
ओप्पो वीवो ना ले लिए।
Now this is Ganga Mahal. It has been converted into a hotel. No, I'm not sure about it. So there's a shop over here. And this is the ghat. But we have to go back to the Tulsi Ghat complex. Also, in this complex or in this area, this is where the Rani Jhansi Memorial is, or Rani Lakshmi Bai Memorial. So you need to come and visit this place also. So that's it for you, right behind Assi Ghat. Now if you read this notice, this is what it says. It's the Faculty of Performing Arts, that is dance and music and all that. Another old building and a nicely decorated door. This part of the old Benaras or the nails of Benaras is very neat and clean. It's a pleasure to walk in these small lanes, and you can really enjoy if you are that person who does so. Now if you're coming from the main road, that is the entrance. Right there in the front there is a archway marking Rani Lakshmi Bai Memorial. But after you reach here, you have to take a right turn towards that lane. And this lane takes you to Tulsi Ghat. Now Tulsi Ghat has been named after Tulsi Das, who lived in the Assi Ghat complex in a cave, and he is the one who wrote the Ramcharitramanas. So later on, when the ghats came up, the government or the local authorities decided okay, that's a notice informing that vehicles are not allowed ahead. So in honor of him, and since he stayed in this place, it was called it is now called Tulsi Ghat. So Tulsi Ghat is more like a complex. It's got a number of interesting places. Like for example, there is something related to water also over here. So yes, let me start from here. So this is where the Tulsi Ghat complex starts. It's a series of 3 ghats. There's a gate over here. Okay, this is a research laboratory, and there's a gate over here. I think that is private property. Last time I did have an opportunity to go there. And this gate has a kind of balcony. Then we have the next one over here. So that's another balcony, and then so you can see one on the right side. This is the middle one, and then yeah, if my memory serves right, this is the access to the third one. Yes, that's the third one. A part of that third one is over there, which will provide a better view, but that is, that is locked off by a door over there. So that's how this place is structured. Immediately behind this building is the city water complex. So I think the best vantage point for me to click some pictures will be over here on this spot. So let's go there and work our way around. So that's Tulsi Ghat, and we have a series of wonderful small temples next to this peepal tree. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and almost all of them are Shiv temples. And from here, we head in the direction towards the other ghats. Now, there's an interesting thing over here. Akhada in Hindi means mostly it is a wrestling ground. It's a wrestling pit, but with a difference. Maybe sometime if I get a chance, I'm going to come to this akhada perhaps and have a detailed look inside and maybe be able to snap a few pictures. Okay, so like there is something interesting behind Assi Ghat. You also have a very interesting place to explore behind Tulsi Ghat, or you can rather say behind Tulsi Ghat and the area between the Bhatoni water tower or the Bhatoni Ghat to this place. Now here is what it is. Okay, there is some kind of cleaning up going on, so we cannot take this place, but that's okay. We will shift towards this road, and that's good enough. So over here there is something called as there are a series of temples which if you notice over there, we saw a temple wherein there was an identical poster put over here. That's that Kedareshwar Khanda. Okay, and this is one temple. This is the next temple. That's the entrance of a temple. And this temple has a kund, which we have to access it from this side. Another temple. So all these temples are clustered behind the Tulsi Ghat complex. And that's the view which I wanted to show you guys. This is the Lohar Kund. Kund in Hindi means river, and it's a surprise that there is a water well so close to the river banks, because the river is just close by. Maybe it is some kind of filtration system, and this temple is in vicinity of this Kund. So these are the two must explore places if you are visiting this part of the Ghats. And there, if you can read the nameplate, Kuch Bihar State. So it has been created by some king, and the history of the place, I'll mention it in the description and maybe give a link, because all that things I'll be only able to cover it in a blog. So that's the Kund. I don't know whether it is open or not. If it is allowed, there is no notice board which says so. There's one lock over here. There's another lock over there. So maybe I'll have to hire a local guide. I can see two locks over there from the front. So I'll have to hire a local guide. So this is the chaat fellow. He's selling something called as golgappe, local delicacy. So this complex, and there's one more thing I would like to show you from this complex, is this tower. So I could not make out what is this tower, but later on when I went on the other side, I realized it is part of the complex which contains the water pumping station of Benaras. So that is the Bhadoni water tower or the Bhadoni Ghat. And because again the Ghat area is flooded, we have to take a detour. So the detour will involve us walking out of this lane and then reaching the main road, which is right in the front. There's a gate ahead, I distinctly remember. So there's a gate over here, and that will take you to the main road. And there is another temple complex over here which I had clicked last time, and over here there are a series of these 3 temples mentioned. Again, these posters say that it is part of the Kedareshwar Khand. So that's the road in front of us, and there's an interesting parking spot. I don't know, but then yes, if you're on the main road, this is the road which moves to and fro from Assi Ghat. And if you have some local liaison, you can just get your car over here and park it over here in front of this temple. You need a little bit of daring to do that. So, so that marks the end of this one phase of Assi Ghat complex, which includes Tulsi Ghat and all these temples behind it, and of course the Rani Lakshmi Bai Memorial. And you come out of this gate, which is marked by this archway, and it says ki Navadurga Chamunda Mandir. So that's it. And see, as actually, so here is a description of this place: Bhadoni Waterworks. And Pustakalaya is a library. Let me read the date. 1885. Should be interesting. Okay, so if you guys are interested, this is a government area. This one. Okay. Couple of times I saw a guard standing over here who is controlling access to the entry and the exit, but many times I saw him missing. So you can just walk inside like you belong to this place, and then you can see the Bhadoni Tower and the waterworks if you are interested. Otherwise, the Bhadoni Ghat area no one visits as a tourist, and there is no bathing allowed in that area. So we are now on the main road, which is behind the ghats. This hotel name is Assi Inn. That means we are still in the vicinity of Assi Ghat complex. This is one interesting building. It has been renovated by Fab India because they have a complex over here. And this one place has got a printing press, and then the series of other ghats start from here. So let me go inside and then just have a look that where does this area take you. In Benaras, where space is limited and the sizes of building is also constrained, you will have places like this. Like over here, there is a series of printing presses. 1, 2, there's a doctor's place, 3 and 4. So that's how it is arranged. And I'm trying to get onto this stretch. I don't remember which path I had taken last time. Maybe this road. Okay, yes, I do remember. So last time when I was here, there were sounds of music coming from this dance institute. So that's the road going to the Bhadoni Ghat area. Let's see if it takes to that place where I had gone last time. Otherwise, we will go towards the left. We'll take this road and we'll go to the other side of the Ghat. So here we are. Last time I had come on this stretch when the river was at its full flooding peak. So there are two ghats over here, and one of the ghats will be taking this road to move to our left. So there are two ghats over here, and both the ghats last time were quite flooded. So last time in the previous video I had reached that location, okay, those narrow staircase going down to the ghats, and from there I had clicked a picture of this place, Janki Ghat, wherein the statue was totally submerged. So now you can see till what level the water had come. It had almost reached the top of this doorway, and after that the water level receded. Now imagine tons and tons of silt has been deposited here, and it will take quite some effort to clean this area. So one good thing about this place is that there are these motorboats over here. They are running on CNG, which is quite good, environmental friendly, as well as it helps to traverse this distance in a very short time. Now this ghat, okay, firstly though you can see the Bhadoni Ghat in front of you. That is the place where, as I said, the bathing is not allowed over here. So there is one ghat right next to Bhadoni Ghat. Yeah, this is actually Bhadoni Ghat, and right next to it is the Janki Ghat. So this form part of the complex, and there is a pathway from Assi Ghat to come here, which is of course submerged, and that's the next ghat. So there's a Jain Mandir there, and the next ghat is the Anandamayi Ghat. So last time we had clicked pictures from that place. Today we will take pictures from this side, and we will save the water level. We'll see how much the water level is. Another interesting point you'll see over here. So generally when the water flooding happens, say in the month of September or maybe August, September, so the boat people, they take time to maintain their boats. So there is repairing involved, then there'll be a little kind of painting. So this is what the boat people do during when the lull season is there, because after this, once the temperatures and the humidity lowers down, there's going to be a mad rush of pilgrims and visitors to this place. So another cycle begins. Now that's the end for now for this place. Let's see if we can go on to the next phase to cover the remaining ghats in this complex.